Abortion in most of the UK has been legal for nearly 50 years. But in many parts of the world, that's not the case. The procedure is left to the back streets, putting women in danger, thousands dying each year. But there is a loophole. Abortion is not illegal in international waters. And one doctor has taken to the seas to offer the service. Her story is being told in a new documentary, Vessel. Katie Razzle went to Holland to see for herself.
What if there was a way to flout a country's abortion laws? For more than a decade, with little more than a ship, the right medications and an understanding of the laws of the sea, this Dutch doctor has done just that. Rebecca Gomperts discovered international waters begin 12 miles offshore. So if she takes a Dutch vessel to those waters, the laws of the flagship country apply. In the Netherlands, abortion is legal. So on a Dutch ship, just outside a country where it isn't, abortion is still legal. Her group, Women on Waves, offers medical abortions on board ship. Without these early terminations using drugs to induce miscarriage, she says desperate women would risk their lives.
The stories that we heard, whether it was through phone calls, when the ship was there, or emails, or women jumping off stairs to try to end their pregnancies, but also women that are taking bleach or other, household stuff that are poisonous to them.
Witam, jestem obecnie w 7. tygodniu ciąży. Zostałam zgwałcona.
Her mission is to try to cut the number of unsafe abortions. An incredible 22 million happen every year. 5 million women are injured, 47,000 die. But it's obviously controversial. And Women on Waves weren't exactly made welcome in places like Poland, Portugal and Ireland, where the public have voted 3 times against abortion.
We don't want them to jump on. We don't want them to protect on the ship. Come on.
Why do you have a right to go in and flout those rules? What could be more democratic than a referendum?
I think some issues you could decide with a referendum when it's perhaps something that is affecting all the people. Perhaps, water supply or electricity supply, or...
Even if it was only women deciding, you might not get a pro-abortion vote in some countries.
Well, to be honest, I think you would.
These women are seasoned campaigners. They use guerrilla tactics to ensure as many women as possible know how to get in touch. There's various scenes in the film where people are doing, graffiti, stenciling type things with the safe abortion number, as you call it, and all of that. And in a way, you could be accused of glamorising abortion, making it look trendy. And that maybe isn't a good route to go down.
Well, there is a lot of stigma around abortion. I mean, people will not very easily talk about abortion that they had. And I think one of the important parts of our work is to try to break that stigma and actually to normalize it. It's a normal procedure in a woman's life. It's a normal medical procedure.
I suppose obviously that statement would be so shocking for anyone who doesn't agree with abortion, that it's a normal
But it is,
thing in a woman's life.
I mean, but I understand that it might be shocking, but that is the reality. That is the reality of abortion in people's lives. It is part of people's life. It's a normal medical procedure. It's actually one of the most performed medical procedures in the world.
These days, Women on Waves has morphed into Women on Web. Rebecca's activists answer emails and calls from worried women and suggest not an abortion on board ship, but in many cases, pills sent in the post from a doctor who works for the organisation.
It has changed a lot for women.
It sort of makes the boat redundant in a way.
Yes, I mean, for some aspect of it, yes, I think.
Because you now can do it via the internet and post.
Yeah.
So can you see a day where nobody dies of an unsafe abortion?
Wouldn't that be wonderful? that would be the best day.
Rebecca Gomperts has spent years circumventing national laws, but she says it's getting harder to post the pills to places like Brazil without the authorities seizing them.
It works, eh? You don't know what it is, eh?
In a few years, she may have to find another loophole in her quest to give women access to safer abortions.
And that documentary, Vessel, is on general release in January.